there's literally no one else to talk about, except for movies and TV shows. Movies and TV shows, movies and TV shows. Movies and TV shows, movies and TV shows. Okay, so basically let's start with movies. So my personal favorite type of movie is sci-fi. Sci-fi movies. I love whenever movies are like out of worldly, like not like our world at all. I really like whenever they're just super crazy and you have to like really think to understand them. I really like movies that are really just like deep and meaningful. And most sci-fi movies are really just like crazy and all over the place, and you have to it's after you're done watching them, you're like, wow, I wonder what would happen if my life was like that, even though that would never happen on Earth, you know what I mean? So one of my personal favorite sci-fi movies is Arrival. Arrival. And this stars, I don't know her name. She has orange hair, and she's in a couple of movies. I think actually she's really famous, but she's the main character, and she's really cool. And this movie is all about aliens coming to Earth in these big peapod-shaped things, and they just all land. They land all of the Earth. They land all of the Earth, and everyone is like, "Holy crap, what is this?" And they speak a different language. Of course, they speak a different language. Actually, they don't even speak a language. They speak in this language that is black ink, and it's in a circle. And it has all these little tails coming off of it, and that's like how they write. Everything they write is in a little circle and has tails coming off of it, and they read everything at the same time. Like, you know, we read a sentence left to right, we read a sentence left to right, and it takes us a while to finish the whole sentence. They could read a whole book out of this circle at the same time. They just look at it and they just know. Isn't that crazy? I could never imagine that. So this girl, the girl who's the main character, she has to go try to translate what they're saying, because she is a language expert and she has no idea how to do this, because this is nothing like if that's ever on Earth. So she has to try to figure out how to read this, and it's really hard, you know. It's like really complicated. And then she figures out that these aliens live in a timeless universe. Basically, we do not live in a timeless universe, at least as of right now. We definitely do not. I mean, everyone, or a lot of people know that time is timeless. There's no time. You're currently living in the past, present, and the future all at the same time. Like, at least that's what Einstein figured out. And so in the movie, these aliens actually live like they can just live at any time if they want to. Like, they just live like that. I don't know. It's really hard to explain. To watch the movie. It's really good. It's really cool. It's really cool. You should watch it because it makes me think that life is not what it ever was. And I really like the movie. Arrival. So you should do that. You should watch that movie. That's a really good sci-fi movie, especially if you're into sci-fi. Especially if you're into sci-fi. I've also been watching a lot of Timothy Chalamet movies. Actually, okay, I watched four, and I watched them all with my best friend Ashley. Me and Ashley, we sleep over and we watch Timothy Chalamet movies because we love him and we think that he's a really good actor. And yeah, you know. So the first one that I watched was Lady Bird. Because of that TikTok scene where she's like, he's like, "Do you have a phone?" And she's like, "No." And he's like, "Good girl." That's why we watched it, because of that scene from TikTok. So we watched Lady Bird. And that movie was actually, we were kind of sad because Timothy Chalamet was not the main character. And he was kind of a baby hole in it. He was not very cool. We didn't really like that movie that much, but I kind of liked it because Lady Bird was like cool. She was a really cool girl, and I liked that whole experience like that. So in Ready Player One, they are stuck in the VR. They're not stuck in the VR, but like everybody's in the VR because there's this big Easter egg that comes out, and if you find the Easter egg, then like you win this giant prize. It's just really cool. You should watch that movie, and there's like a little love story in it. It's all like you like figure things out. It's like, oh my gosh, what's gonna happen next? What's gonna happen next? Oh my gosh, this is crazy. I really need to watch that movie again. That's personally one of my favorite movies ever. I love Ready Player One. You should watch it. You should watch it. Also, Star Wars. The most recent ones. I think what is it? 7, 8, 9, 7, 8, 9, 7, 8, 9, 7, 8, 9. I am definitely a Star Wars girl. I think the new Star Wars movies are so incredible. They're so good. They're so good. They're so good. They're so good. I mean, obviously, all of them have like a little bit of something that's like different with them. And like, okay, like maybe that scene should have been cut out. Like maybe that should not have ever happened in that movie. But I think they're so good. They're so good. They're so good. They're so good. I really like them. I really like them. I really like them. I really like them. I like them so much. And obviously the past Star Wars, like 4, 5, and 6, they're really good. I really like episode 5 the most. I really like Star Wars a lot. Yeah, and but the first ones, like 1, 2, 3, they're not very good. I think 3 is probably one of the best ones, but like I don't know, the acting is just not very good, and they were like really produced on a really low budget, but like, you know, they're still part of the Star Wars. Like I think they all they do is like provide a plot for 4, 5, and 6, but I don't know, they're still good. They're still good. They're still good. I guess they're still good. I mean, the guy who plays Anakin in them, like, but that's about it. So now let's move on to TV shows. I love watching TV. I watched so many different types of shows while we've been in quarantine. My favorite show that I watched was The Society. My friend Emma recommended it to me, and it's so freaking good. And I really like it because it's not based off Lord of the Flies, but it's based off the premises of Lord of the Flies. It's like based off the whole thing that like if humans go without like us rules, if humans were just taken out of the world and placed on a place where there isn't no rules, then they would go crazy, they would go insane, and humans would not be able to function without a set of rules, which I think is crazy. Like if anyone's ever read Lord of the Flies, it's about how these little boys landed on an island, and then they all have to try to live, and it's like they go effing crazy. Like they kill each other. The monster, there's like the thing in the head that the monster on the island is this big head, but it's like the deeper meaning is that